Welcome to Option Trades Today. I'm Tony the Baptista, and what are we looking at today? Well, I'm looking at Hood. Let's look at the market first. Even the S&P's up 35, making new highs at 7,018. Now, why am I going into Hood? Well, take a look at this. Look where the market is right now. When you look at Robinhood, it's significantly off its highs. Its highs were around 150. It's trading 107 and change. When I made this trade just a moment ago, if you go to these lines and go down to the follow page and click on the bats, you will see that Hood was trading around 106.61. So, well, at this point, I'm looking at Hood from the bullish point of view. Why? Because Hood has about a 0.40 correlation to a 0.50 correlation with the market. And that's not what it's been doing lately. It's been going lower. Why? Because it does have a crypto exposure to it. Crypto's been going sideways to lower. I'm going to play into the earnings of Hood, an omnidirectional. Earnings are February 10th. Today is the 27th. An omnidirectional, slightly bullish trade. I'm going to go into February because February 20th options are going to be affected a lot more by the earnings of February 10th. Instant gratification, instant pain, that if I would normally go to my March trade. So I'm trying to catch a stock here that has not been participating with the market. Check, check. In Hood, volatility, decent, not great, 21 IV rank, not a check yet in that box, but has a good correlation to the overall market and maybe is being a little bit depressed because there certainly is a lot of volume in the trading world, maybe getting a little bit depressed because of crypto. You look here, there's decent markets, decent volume on the day, and plenty of open interest. So there's plenty of open interest, thousands on each side. So it has plenty of open interest, decent tight markets, not the best of markets. I would like them to be a little bit better than this, a little bit tighter than this, but good nonetheless. I'm buying the 105 with an expected move of $13. Good expected move, meaning a wide expected move on a $100 and change stock. I'm buying the 105 put. Remember, I said I was omnidirectional, slightly bullish. If I'm buying a put, that's going to give me negative delta. So it doesn't make sense yet until you hear this other side. I'm buying one of the 105 puts. I'm selling two of the 100 puts. Why am I buying one, selling two? Because that's going to give me my long delta, about 20-ish long delta. I was able to do this at $1.95 with the stock only about 30 to 40 cents lower than where it is. So don't chase this is what I'm trying to say. My break even is this green line. My break even is under $95 and it is using about $1,800 in buying power. It is a trade where if we go higher, this long delta will kick in. It is a trade if we go lower in a slow fashion, not quickly, but in a slower fashion over the next 24 days at 100, my max profit is $500 plus whatever credit you receive on this trade. And you can see here the stock moves around pretty good. So you've got a nice moving stock, a high probability trade, around 77% pop. You get paid about $12 a day in theta decay, an 80% chance, 80+% chance to make 50% of the credit you received. You got a good max profit of $680, a relatively small amount of buying power to be used, a little over $1,800, and a nice break even right around a 1 standard deviation. Now, you certainly could go out and define this risk if you want to, take a little bit of risk off the table, about 5 deltas in my example, if you go in and buy the 180 put. I'm sorry, just the 80 put or the 85 put, depending on what you want to do. You lower your buying power by almost half, from $1,900 to about $1,000. What happens, you reduce a little bit of your credit you receive. You don't really change too much of the metrics. Your prop is the same, 76 versus 77. That's de minimis in my world. Your theta decay obviously is going to go down because you're buying some of this premium. Your delta is going to go down because you have defined risk, but not really that much. Your pop or P T50 to make 50% of the credit you receive works. Your max profit stays basically the same. So if you want to use less buying power or you prefer to have defined risk, that's one way of doing it. If you want to have undefined risk or be long under 195, 194 and change, almost $94 or 93. Sorry, I'm so used to every stock being well over $100. This one is not, though. So check out a stock that has decent implied volatility, has earnings, which is going to have a move in it. Matter of fact, in February, you have almost a $14, $13.50 expected move. For February 10th, you got almost a $7 expected move for the next 10 days. Hopefully, volatility doesn't expand too much in February to hurt this trade. Hopefully, the stock goes a little bit higher. You can see here as the stock is going a little bit lower, the spread has moved. Like I suggested, maybe waiting for the stock to move because it has been weak, and you are kind of looking to get a little bit of long delta here. I like to do that when the stock is going lower. What else do I like to do? Well, I'd like you to have your account at Tasty Trade, the #1 brokerage firm in the galaxy. Check us out. Help us keep the lights on here. Help us keep this podcast and everything we do at Tasty Live free by supporting us at Tasty Trade, our brokerage firm.